The next game, Dungeon Settlers. This looks like a roguelike. Scenario, Crawling Doom. As the leader of the expedition dispatched by the guild, your objective is to stop the slowly awakening dungeon core. Oh, there's a dungeon core. That's my favorite music genre. Having lost most of your expedition members to the overwhelming enemies, you must continue the expedition relying on the supplies provided by the guild. This is the most basic starting point. Very important that we just established this is not just the basic starting point, it's the most basic starting point. And a tutorial is available. That's us. Combat difficulty, hard? How about normal? Why is this the default? Combat difficulty, die. Do not play this difficulty, we warn you. Alright, and why'd you put it in the game? For experienced strategy players. Recommended for players familiar with strategy games but new to this one. Okay, free save mode. Balanced resource flow that requires a moderate level of management strategy. I just want to know which is the difficulty the developer intends, and I assume it's the default, but it popped up on these. Very weird. Oh, that's my seed. I should censor that. You shouldn't be seeing that. Abyss enemies and dungeons do not gain magic saturation. I don't even know what that means. Let's go. Would you like to proceed with the tutorial? Let's click on the yes button. Why is it on the right though? Tip. The deeper you go into a dungeon, the richer the resources. Tip. We're a game. Hello, Dungeon Settlers is currently in the beta development stage. Now, what does that mean? Because we just played a game that's pre-alpha, and it was pretty good. It looked pretty complete, too. So, like, does beta mean this is, like, triple complete? I don't know. There are many not implemented features, and various bugs may occur. If a critical bug occurs that seriously disrupts gameplay, please close the game completely and restart it. I appreciate the game telling me this. It should go without saying that a lot of these demos are incomplete, and bugs happen, you know. We apologize for the inconvenience. Dungeon Settlers is designed to be a challenging game. Clearing it in a single attempt is very difficult. If the situation is too bad, don't hesitate to rage quit and uninstall the game. Alright? Bold of the game to say that, but... You snap back to your senses as someone shakes your shoulders violently. Damn it, Commander! Cold sweat pours down your body like rain, and your first feeling is relief. You're still alive. Unfortunately, your first expedition ended in disaster after encountering the infamous Red Monster Rat. Not long after, all you and your team could do was flee for your lives. It seems we're the only ones who made it. Lowell, the one who woke you, lowers his head in despair. You'd scoffed at the grim rumors about this dungeon before being dispatched here, thinking them exaggerated. Now you know better. We have to get out of here. You can check your current quest objectives. In the tutorial, some paths may be blocked until you complete the quest. Try doing the quest, you idiot. Okay, so we need to move. Oh, wow. Okay. It said 0 out of 10, so I thought I had to press the button 10 times. But no, you have to hold it for 10 frames, which is very fast. Input, zoom in, out. Mouse scroll. That is not the best phrasing for that tutorial. Message, and yet I understand perfectly what it means. Is this an English hack right here? Move the grid displayed on the screen and completed. You can select entities by left-clicking or dragging. When an entity is selected, the entity summary panel appears at the bottom left, where you can check various effects currently applied to the unit, also the entity. You can also access inventory skill. Oh, there's okay. Okay, no. This is bouncing right off my brain. Nope, that's you can't do that. All right, back to one thing at a time. Left click, right click to move. Are we real time? Impending Doom tutorial. Oh, I see. This is one of those games where we want to get like a huge party and we want to micromanage the crap out of them. With the unit selected, right-click an enemy to perform a basic attack. Some ranged attacks use ammo, such as arrows. Be careful not to run out. Murder the gray rat. Oh, we're losing. Oh no, we're winning. This is kind of the combat that I was envisioning for my game. You just right-click on an enemy and then you watch. This game feels like a good little thing to farm ideas for. I like the art style. No head equipment. We have no head equipment. It's important that the game tells me that. With a unit selected, right-click an interactable object to initiate interaction. Try interacting with various objects like portals and treasure chests. Retrieve. You can check the items and entities carrying in the inventory tab of the entity summary panel. Only items held in the inventory of allied units or buildings are considered part of your expedition's resources. You can view the total amount of resources owned by the expedition on the left side of the screen. The best side of the screen. There it is. Look at that. We got us an inventory. It's a good sign. Okay, we need to open the tutorial and use the ointment. There it is. Oh man, it takes a while to use. Feeling better. We can't go over there. That's ridiculous. Okay, I need to open the skill by pressing K. We gotta learn a main skill. There's a lot of options here. I don't like them. I don't like any of them. I don't think I get a choice though. This is the first one. I'm gonna learn a sub skill. This is the first one. Oh, look at that. We got an ally. Ah! You hear a scream nearby and instantly recognize the voice as Liana's, one of your companions. She's surrounded by a swarm of rats and soon collapses under their attack. To arms! Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Can you help? No. Can you use ointment? Oh, no, you're incapacitated. Okay. You can't do jack when you're incapacitated. Everyone knows that. Near death is an effect indicating that a unit is in imminent danger of death. If the unit does not regain consciousness before near death expires, they die permanently. A unit in near death state can be rescued using the aid kit. Or you can carry them on your back, bring them to the settlement, and rescue them through surgery. The rescued unit retains a near-death after effect for a certain time. If the unit enters near-death again while under this effect, it will die instantly. This text needs some editing. Just a little bit. A little bit of editing would go a long way. Do we have an aid kit? We do. Where did the aid kit go? Oh. Can I use the aid kit? How do I do that? I want you to not die. Let's just go back to the operating table. Do you see an operating table? Am I an operating table? How do I drop? Did I do it? I didn't do that. How do I drop? How do I build? Cancel mode. Pickup mode. Gather mode. Set down. There we go. Okay. Alt right click. Oh. Of course. With help, she barely manages to lift herself up and catches her breath with difficulty. What about Jack and Ivan, who were with you? At your question, her expression darkens in silence. Seeing the reaction you expected, you think for a moment, then give instructions to the two of them. The two of them? Then we shouldn't hesitate. We need to get out of here quickly. We have to find the portal somewhere on this floor. Commander, I know where the portal is. But even if we leave the dungeon, the abandoned land has nothing but useless thorny vines and dried up trees. So we should gather as much as we can before we go. Time to gather. Press the gather button. We already found it. We already discovered it. Let's start gathering. Oh, okay. Gather the world. What am I... Can I not gather the world? There we go. Alright. Now we're gaming. There's a whole... Is this area, like, wall? I'm gonna assume it is. Look at that. Now we're a farmer simulator. Don't stop. Activate pickup mode by pressing the pickup button. Pickup items are stored in the unit's inventory. Gathering and picking up items are actions you repeat often, so... You know. Where did the game go? Okay. Why can't we pick up? Oh, we can. We just didn't. Okay, tutorial. Select all units by pressing the tab key. Move to the grid displayed on the screen and completed. There it is. Let's go. There we go. The heroes. Careful, that one looks dangerous. Even in combat, you can freely pause by pressing the pause button. While paused, you can queue actions such as skills, movement, and other things. Strategic use of pause is essential for achieving victory. When an acid bug is about to explode, pause the game and issue a move command to dodge the blast. Are you guys just attacking before I told you to? Excellent. How do I tell you to move? I did it. We're gaming. Why is the screen... Why does pressing that button make me go over there? Move the tutorial displayed... Oh, it's because the tutorial is doing that. The tutorial is tricking me. Gather the world, please. I think our inventory is probably going to fill up. Probably. Auto pickup in dungeon. Allow. Get everything. Could you be better at getting everything? We've farmed the dungeon. Alright, now we're up here. A portal! We're saved! Into the portal. Okay, but let's do all these tutorials that I skipped. Mouse wheel, camera movement, health. Health should stay above. Oh, we have 2 health bars, a head and a torso. Okay, so the top one matters. The top one matters more, and the bottom one is kind of like armor, but not really. Inventory, yeah, we know how inventory works. Item interaction, right click to use a thing. If you drink a skill reset elixir, great. Game speed. We can go fast. Multi-selection. Yeah, alright. Inspect. Dungeon portal. Each floor contains a dungeon portal. Through the dungeon portal, you can descend to deeper floors or return to your settlement. The deeper the floor, the greater the danger. When interacting with the portal, any units outside the portal will be marked missing and counted as dead. You can't interact with portals during combat, so please careful. The game autosaves when the map changes. Alright, we did the tutorial. Oh wait, no, I want to keep going. How do I keep going? Oh, I have to go. I have to... No, I'm not sure actually, but you're forcing me to, so... You can pause the game by pressing the pause key. As you whistle off beat, a crow slips from the thorn vines and perches on your arm. Its eyes glow blue. A gravelly voice breaking forth. Report, Expedition Commander. The crow tilts its head, unblinking. You claimed the lower levels were safe. Clearly they are not. You explain that your first scouting mission ended in a deadly encounter with the infamous Red Monster Rat, leaving most of your party slain. Then scouting is meaningless. I'll send you a new recruit, Kragus. Establish an outpost according to guild protocol and prepare to strike the beast before it spreads further ruin. Boop. Alright, we got a third dude. Let's go into gather mode. Let's gather the world. We can just gather all the sand? Oh, we're mining the rock, I see. It's gonna take forever. Instead of that, let's right-click on the wagon. Look at all this. With no entity selected, you can open the construction menu at the bottom left of the screen. Left-click a building to construct, then left-click on a placement area to build it. Constructions cost resources. You can demolish buildings using the demolish mode at the bottom right of the screen. Let's build housing, I guess? That seems important. Oh, hold on. There was something about storage. Resource storage. That seems important. We built. But someone has to go actually do that. You go do that. Now we're dwarf fortressing. I need more dwarves, though. We need to construct a basic workstation. You got it, game. Alright, we'll put it next to this tree that we're gonna punch. Mining is very slow. We can only have up to 4 dudes. When crafting, open the task planner in the entity summary, choose an item and quantity, then press add task to add it to the crafting queue. In the crafting queue, tasks can be repeated a set number of times until a target quantity is reached, or indefinitely depending on the selected option. Units prioritize available tasks from the top of the queue. Units only recognize items in their own inventory, storage, or on the ground as valid materials. They don't recognize items that don't exist. Items carried by other units cannot be used. Craft me some, I don't know, torch? Craft textile, cloth armor, and wooden arrow. How do I... Oh, there it is. Add... I need to do this 6 times. Okay. Construction underway. Through the mist-shrouded vines, a crow flies low before settling on your forearm.
Damn, that bastard already wiped out 2 more expeditions in the meantime. We must hasten its destruction.
You report on the recent status of the expedition teams. When you mention that you don't have enough members to take down Red Monster Rat, the inspector cuts you off.
Why didn't you say so sooner? Hunting the monsters is urgent. I'll provide the funds. You do the rest.
Alright, let's recruit a dude. Alright, I'm ready. How do I recruit again? There it is. Alright, we got stats. They don't mean anything to us, but we got them. Okay, bow, sword, bow, club? Bow, I'm gonna pick the first one, because they're also the most expensive. We can keep going? I bet we can't. You don't have enough gold. Oh. Also, we have a thing limit. Select a unit and interact with the settlement portal to plan expedition. Units gain the dungeon stay effects based on how long they remain in the dungeon. This effect corrupts their mind and lowers their mood. Also, monsters may respawn, so avoid staying in the dungeon. The settlement contains no resources other than twisted trees. To gather resources, you must explore the dungeon. If this is your first expedition, the second floor is extremely difficult. If this is your second or further expedition, the second floor is fine. So... Inspect. How do I do expedition? Do I need to select my nerds and then... I mean, I feel like I'm the type of gamer that would just stare at this for a while. Just let this roll on, but... Let's do an expedition, because that's the game. Okay. Oh, that's neat. You can only farm a level so many times before you've kind of, like, tapped it a little. Lots of wood, lots of nighttime. Let's go. I don't want to carry that much stuff. I would like to leave most of it behind. I would really appreciate if the game handled this for me. Maybe it is handling it for me. Maybe this is because I'm just bringing food and arrows and food and arrows. There are unresolved warnings. Low energy. Okay. How energized the unit is. This guy, kinda low energy. When they're tired, they fall asleep automatically, and if their energy is fully depleted, they become exhausted. Energy depletes slowly while awake. Let the unit sleep, lie in bed, or rest near a campfire. Let's build a campfire. Okay, sure is a lot of black bubbling tar around our settlement. Should I be worried about that? Oh, this guy's asleep. He just fucking failed. Because I built the campfire, or were they asleep before that? Oh shoot. I meant for you to keep resting. Whoops. Can we try and build something? How do I make floor? We haven't unlocked that yet. This can only be constructed indoors, and this is not an indoor. Oh, maybe the floor will happen if I finish making this. Nope. There are a lot of tabs that they have nothing, so maybe it's just the case that I don't have it unlocked yet. How does hunger work? When hunger drops below a certain level, this move will obviously food. When hunger reaches 0, they enter severe... Okay, hunger bad. They should eat. But they do that, right? I don't have to micromanage my dudes. That would suck. Why aren't you resting? Go rest. Oh, we can't make this. Alright, let's make another campfire. Can you... Your energy's low. Please rest. Oh, we can only rest at night? Alright. So, we'll just chill then. We'll just wait. This game needs a faster speed. If that's the kind of game this is. And a better way to track food and resources and all that. There's this whole area over here. Okay, whatever. Is there a way for me to tell people go to sleep? Auto skill, prioritize sleep. Yes. Because we're going to go do an expedition, so everyone got to sleep. Wow, we get to watch this happen for a while. I'm going to drink some water. That number is slowly going up. Sleeping on the ground, not ideal, but weaving all this, it's going to take a long time, and we got places to go. For example, here, we're going here. Next, enter the dungeon. There are unresolved warnings. What? No head armor. We'll take the chance. Warning, this game is really hard, so if I die, that's it. Oh, you're still asleep now, okay. You wake up in a dungeon. No, 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 no. Wait, don't go back to sleep. Dun, 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 dun. I would like my guy to not die, so please back up. I'm assuming this heals easier than this, but that's maybe not a safe assumption. Alright, we can gather the grass. And move on. fight them, but not in a big group. Oh, I have ointment. That's right. I can use that to heal anyone who looks beat up. But we're not doing that. We're gonna actually fight these guys. Can you help? All right, great. Okay. It'd be nice if there was a mini-map. There's not appear to be. I'm guessing that is an intentional choice. Alright, if I was a portal, where would I be? I'd be not on this floor. That's where I would be. Why have your portal be on a floor where the heroes are? No, it looks like this is the only way. Don't pause the game. Ugh. Alright, we're ready. Actually, we're not ready, because I could chop a tree! Okay, now we're ready. Oh no. Oh wait, this might be good. Alright, I need you to back over here, and I need you to back over there. No! Frickin'. It's gonna be that kind of game. This game is very hard because your guys will just suicide into bombs. And that's your fault. Good news. Time to use some ointment. Alright, all better. But now we need to go a direction. How about this one? Nope. This is the way. We found the portal. Let's go in it. Let's go down. Yes. So this is the first time. There's going to be like 10 dragons down here. But after that, game is fine. What does rain mean? It gets rain. I don't understand the purpose of... I have to harvest this, and then it drops something, and then I have to click another button to pick it up. And I know there's this auto-collect, but, like, when would I not just immediately pick up? I don't fully understand why that's just not, like... You don't get a choice. It just... If you harvest something, it goes directly in your inventory. We can sleep here. We shouldn't, but we can. Alright, let's break it down. House. Oh, nope. Oh, nope. People are getting a little upset. It's mainly the rain, but also they're getting upset by the dungeon stay and the growth fatigue. Me too. Me too. Yeah, let's fight it. There's only one, right? Oh, this is the boss! This is the red monster rat. How messed up are we? Hold on. One more hit and then back off. Oh, no. There it is. Alright, you back off. Then you apply an ointment. Oh, no, back off first. Then apply the ointment. Oh, no. Maybe we can tank through these. We can tank these guys. No, what are you do? Oh, okay, you healed. Getting headshot. I need you to heal, buddy. We got a lot of ointment, so... Oh, they're dead. Uh-oh. Hey, if I had given them a shield... If these guys had equipment, maybe they'd stand a chance. Hey, yo, mate. Hello, Carmadillo. Welcome. I'm gonna die, but that's okay. I was warned, so I'm not mad. How is your stream going, dude? It's going right now. It is, I am currently actively dying, so...
Dead.
To the settlement. No, to the dungeon result. Yeah, let's just die. It's fine. Some structures, such as beds or research stations, can only be constructed indoors. To qualify, the area must fully be enclosed by walls and doors. That's what I suspected. Blah 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 blah. Alright, how do I get floor? What's popping with you today? We're doing Next Fest. It's Next Fest demo time. We're on our third demo. This is Dungeon Settlers. This is where I wrap up. I was planning on, as soon as we die, we call it. This seems like something you get sucked into pretty solid, but there's also like a dwarf fortress element going on here. I don't know how I feel about that, because it feels like two completely separate games that have been smashed together. And I guess there's an element of like, we can equip our heroes with the best gear, but we need to bring back the best materials to do that. And it's like, are we an extraction looter now? I don't know if I like that. But like, there's a lot of polish here. There's a lot of like, I like the aesthetic. The game, there's a, on an individual level, there's nothing to complain about. I don't particularly dislike any individual mechanic. I'd play more of this. Dungeon Settlers.